Dalkeith High School and welcome to our Friday News Roundup. This of course will be our last news roundup of this half term prior to your holiday starting later on today. I know it will seem a wee bit strange saying enjoy your holiday, but I really do hope that you enjoy taking a break. I hope you enjoy taking a break from your work because you have worked extremely hard. And you've worked really hard in really difficult circumstances as well. So it really is at the end of today time for you to switch off your Chromebook, switch off your phone for work purposes, switch off whatever technology you're using to access your learning, and please just take a well-earned break. Now, learning will recommence on Tuesday the 16th of February. Monday the 15th of February is an in-service day, so staff will be back, but we will be doing the normal stuff that we would do on in-service days, although we will be doing it virtually, of course. So your learning will start again on Tuesday the 16th of February. Want to speak to you a little bit about things that have been happening behind the scenes that you will be seeing lots about, I'm sure, on Show My Homework and through other communication channels as well. It's very important that even though you're working at home and we're working in very unusual circumstances, that we start to plan for a return to a degree of normality. And normality for us will be everyone back in the building and everyone following a timetable. Now, you currently have your timetable for this session, but normally in any year, this is the time that we would start to plan for the new timetable. And that process really begins with you making options. If you're in S2, get into S3, or S3, get into the senior phase, or indeed S4, get into S5, and S5, get into S6. Now, we would normally do that through having assemblies, your teachers speaking to you in classes. We would invite your parents in for information evenings, and normally we even run a careers fair as well. Now, all of that we are doing this year, but we're doing it differently. But the onus absolutely needs to be on you to access that information. So lots of information has been posted on Show My Homework, and we've communicated to your parents about it, and it's on Twitter, it's on the website. So there's things that you need to do if you are in S2 onwards. So first of all, sit down and read the letter that tells you about how the process actually works. There's a very short introduction from me, very, very brief introduction, and then have a look at the coursing videos, and Mrs. Stewart-Young will talk you through S2 going into S3, and then Miss Bones will talk about S3 into the senior phase, and then continuing changes and decisions that you make as you go through the senior phase as well. So please take the time to look at those videos, because if you were in school and we were doing an assembly, that's exactly what we would be doing. So you need to take the time and you need to read it and you need to find out about the process itself, okay? We are finding that there's quite a number of questions that are coming into school, and the answer is you have to sit down and read it, because it is all there in the information that we've shared. Then when you've done that, you know about the process, then start to look at the option booklets. Again, 2 separate option booklets, S2 into S3, and then one for either entry into the senior phase or continuing your learning in the senior phase. So look at those booklets. This will be hard for you to do. I know that some of you will go straight to the course option form and then decide what you want to do from there. But please take the time to look at all of that information in those booklets that tells you about those courses, so that you are making informed decisions about your future. Okay. I mentioned earlier that normally at this time of year we would be holding a careers fair. Again, we can't do this because we're not in the building, and we can't have people in the building for very obvious reasons at the moment. However, there are a number of different video links that we have been putting together that will still provide you with information from a range of employers, a range of higher education universities and colleges as well. So it is all there, folks. You have to make sure that you're sitting down and looking at it. and speak to your families about it as well. And then if you have any questions, and you will, I'm sure you will still have some questions, that's where the school can be helping out. But you know, you need to be independent in this respect, and you need to look at all of the stuff that we have put out. Okay. Moving on to the announcement that was made in the Scottish Parliament earlier on this week by Nicola Sturgeon. You will know by now that from the 22nd of February, we will be able to welcome some senior pupils back into the school for restricted reasons. And really that's for pupils who are following courses that require them to have access to resources or materials or equipment that you just can't have at home. So for example, if you're doing music technology and you need a certain software, or we're looking at practical woodworking skills where you'll not have the tools at home to be able to do that. So at the moment, I am awaiting information from Scottish Government that will give us details about which aspects of individual courses you can come into school for. And then I need to put all of that together and to come up with a timetable for those people, so that you are coming in at the appropriate times to have access to those subjects and then leaving again. So you're not going to be coming in and following a normal timetable, and not everyone will be in at all. So by the time I speak with you after the holidays, I will have that guidance that I need. I will be able to have worked up a timetable or a plan, shall we say, not a timetable, but a plan as to how we are going to make that happen for you. Okay, so I hope that gives you some reassurance, everything that I've said today, that one, we're still open for business. Okay, we're still doing the things that we would normally do in terms of coursing, but we're doing it differently. Two, I hope it's given you hope, the fact that we are in a position, hopefully, still to be confirmed on the 15th by Scottish Government, but hopefully, if we continue to follow all of the rules, we will be able to open the school to you again, for some of you, from the 22nd. And that excites me, that really excites me. And third thing, I hope you hear what I say about stop. Put your technology down, put your pens, put your pencils down, and have a break. I know that I'm certainly going to be taking my own advice as well, and it'll be the same for staff. I will be saying the same to staff later on when I meet them today as well. So have a lovely holiday, folks, and I look forward to seeing you back at your learning on Tuesday the 16th of February. Thank you very much.